our guest, who is the creative director of Cyrus 45 Factory. I am talking about Olabanke Suberu. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How you doing? You look amazing.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're talking about turning waste to wealth. But before we actually go into that, I want to know your definition of waste.
Okay, so basically waste is what we don't need anymore. It could be food, it could be clothes, it could be furniture. So it's basically what we don't need or deem fit as useful anymore.
A lot of people are not aware or are not educated about how you can turn your waste into wealth. So let us know those potentials and things you can do to have that.
Okay, so there are various opportunities when it comes to waste.
Okay.
And what I do is one of them. I upcycle tires into furniture.
Yes.
Now, the recycling industry is just emerging in Nigeria. It started about 2 years ago, and it's not really our culture. We throw away things anyhow in Nigeria, but overseas, you know, people do DIYs with waste, bottles, plastic. But the truth is, waste can be turned into wealth. You can make money from actually upcycling or not throwing away your waste. Now, for me, it was a coincidence. It wasn't like I planned to do this business. It was a thing of seeing an opportunity where people saw a problem. So my sister's neighbors in 2016 saw a pile of tires in their compound and they wanted to throw tires away. And I was like, these tires are they're not useless now. You can do something with these tires. Because the truth is, if you throw tires away, they're going to be burnt.
Yes.
And burnt tires is very hazardous to not only our health, but to the environment.
The environment, yes.
Yes. So what I did was, I've always been an artsy person. I've always, you know, loved revamping old stuff into new items. So I saw the tires and I'm like, see, if you put wood under this tire, you can turn it into a coffee table. So with the help of Google and my very creative mind, I made my first coffee table with no intention to sell, bear in mind. So a friend saw it and she was like, this is really pretty. This is the furniture. Is it real tire? Did you make a tire? I'm like, no, it's tire. You know, it was used tires. And I had an exhibition and people started calling me, this is really nice. Is it for sale? I'm like, yes. So I was like, there's potential here. There's an opportunity here. Okay, let's do this. And that's how I started. So when it comes to waste, I mean, you see people throwing away their bottles, but there are these women that even sell granules that, you know, upcycle bottles. Yeah, and they buy them. You might see them as, you know, the average Nigerian, they don't make a lot, but they buy them, you know. In terms of also glass bottles, you can use them to make lamps.
Yes.
You know, there are a lot of things that you can do with waste. So, I mean, it's a very, very vast, you know, industry that can be tapped into.
Now, let me ask you this very minute question. You were saying upcycling. Now, I want to know if there's a difference between upcycling and recycling.
Yes, so apparently, a lot of people don't know that. Even I, myself, it was when I ventured into this business, I knew the difference. So upcycling is actually different from recycling. Upcycling is when you maintain the waste material, you don't destroy it at all, and you add to it. So what I do is upcycling. I just get tires, I add to it, I put glass, I put chrome studs, I put wood. But recycling is when you destroy the material. Totally, you destroy the waste material and you make another material.
Wow.
Like when you turn tires into asphalt for the road or into fuel. So that's the difference.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now let's talk about the future of waste management in Nigeria. How lucrative is this business?
I mean, I think I've already, but to shed more light, it is very lucrative.
Okay.
Apart from upcycling, which is what I do, there's also recycling. I mean, TDF, which is tire-derived fuel, is one of the fast-growing fuels, fuel options in the world, in places like China, in Japan, in America. But in Nigeria, we're not doing that yet. So it's something that people can tap into, people can actually, explore. Do you understand? And also in terms of plastic, in terms of nylon, there are a lot of things that you can recycle. That's the truth. So I think a lot of Nigerians should, explore. People are saying, we're unemployed, we don't have jobs. There's a lot of opportunities when it comes to recycling, the sustainable space. A lot of opportunities.
Okay, I've heard times where people say, when you recycle, you're doing harm to the environment, air pollution. In the process of doing that, it releases gas into the air and is harmful to the body. And I'm like, how?
Okay, so the people that are talking about, so what I'm talking about is when you're probably recycling, maybe tires.
Yes.
So because of the process, it's called pyrolysis, you need to burn the tires in like a contained space.
Okay.
So the air that is actually, the smoke that is released, it's actually harmful. But there are ways that you can actually do it without releasing smoke into the air. You put it in a more contained space. The oil it's a lot of technical terms, but the oil is put together, and they've developed new ways that you can actually do that without harming the environment and people.
Okay. Now, you do use tires.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know what really goes into that. I know you talked about making coffee tables and furnitures and all of that. Like, what goes into that?
The process?
Really? The process, really.
Okay, so basically, we so at Tires 45 factory, what we do is we go tire hunting. So tire hunting is basically just going to the streets, the roadsides, to incinerators. We pick up used tires. We buy from vulcanizers sometimes. We buy off people sometimes. Most times people give us their tires when they want to change their old tires to new tires. So we do that. That's the first step. Then we sanitize the tires because, they've been inside the gutters, dustbin. Yeah, so we need to do that before we now go into the production process, which, I'm the creative director, so I bring up the designs. If it's the chairs, we have ottomans that we also sell. We have kiddie stools. So I do the designs, give my carpenters, they produce, and then we sell.
Now, it's sorry, I just want to find out something. Apart from used tires, you have plans of, doing other things, like using other things to do what you're doing presently, or even expanding that business per se?
Yes, but yeah, I'm exploring glass bottles actually, because I'm focusing on interior, household wares. So I'm trying to explore upcycling glass bottles, and in the nearest future, recycling. Recycling is more expensive than upcycling because the equipment they go into millions to buy them,
Okay.
So probably in the next 5 to 10 years, I want to go into recycling, to doing TEF, like I said, the tire-derived fuel, and the likes, yeah.
Thank you for that scoop.
Don't you dare. I will hunt you down.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. So we're talking about the way crime has been on the high side, especially here in this part of the world, where lots of people are getting involved, youths are getting involved into crime just because unemployment, they keep saying unemployment, there are no job opportunities. That takes them into doing the wrong things. So now what you're doing, how have you been able to help, especially youth or people who do not have opportunities to earn a living or something that could sustain them for survival? We
also do trainings, and we have volunteer programs where we do sensitization and awareness on upcycling and eco-friendliness, and the like. So we do that, we get people on board. We have, there's somebody that was volunteered with me like some months ago now. She works with me, she's my PA, So in terms of employment and, providing a solution to the unemployment issue in Nigeria, I think we're doing that by employing people, and by also training people to be empowered to start their own business.
Now, this business is a very serious business, and as you said, you can generate a lot of, it is actually very lucrative. You can make money, you can make millions, but I want you to take us through setting it up. Like, a lot of people feel once they do not have millions in their account, they cannot set up a business. And I am thinking that probably you started with something not so big, so just take us through a little process on how you can make a very successful upcycling business.
I mean, I think when it comes to business in general, not just upcycling or even anything else to do in life, the first thing you have to do is start. If you overthink it, when an idea comes, it comes in streams. It doesn't come in like in an individual channel. It comes to 1 million people. So it's the first person to act that will get the glory in quotes. Act and do it well, of course. So, I mean, the first step is to just start, with what you have. I started with one tire table. I didn't start with 10 furniture pieces or 15, just one. Even when I did that exhibition, I didn't have an Instagram page, websites, business, nothing.
Wow.
Yes, nothing. I just went there because somebody invited me and believed in me. I went there, stood, a woman came, this is really pretty, how much? I didn't even have a price list, nothing, But when I saw the interest and people were engaging in what I'm selling, I was like, okay, this is something. So the first step is to start. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help. The best people that can invest in your business are your friends and family. Yes, they're called angel investors. The first person that invested in my business is my husband, was my boyfriend then.
Wow.
And he just said, this is my business. Yeah, I know. Get you a man who believes in your dreams.
True, though.
Women out there. So, I just told him this is what I want to do. And he was very supportive. Gave me my first, capital. And that was how my business started, So start, ask for help. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared, Because when you do that, it will just be a dream to never become a reality. And then also, dream big. Don't just limit yourself to where you are. I'm in Nigeria, I can't do this, I can't do that. When I first started, I didn't think I would be getting calls from the UK. I mean, I do get, yes, from the UK, Ghana, please, can you, I was so scared, I'm like, ship to where? Where am I shipping? Guys, please, I'm in Lagos, please leave me, Yeah. But, you need to expand your mind because you can only go as far as your mind can see.
Yes.
So, so just start, ask for help, dream big, write down your vision, make it plain up. I'm a Christian, sorry. Make it plain up on table so that they that really may run with it. So, that's it for me.
Okay, starting the business, challenges would definitely arise. And how would you be able to overcome challenges? So I just want to know, what are the challenges attached to turning waste into wealth, the business? What are the challenges and how can you overcome these certain challenges? Okay, so I think the first challenge in my line of, business is production, it's manufacturing. It's actually funding. That's the truth. You need the right equipment, the appropriate equipment to produce, and they're expensive. Apart from funding, there's also people that believe in you, or what you're selling. Like, I remember when I first started selling, people were like, it's not just tire. Oh, it's tire now. And I'm like, no, it's not tire. I had to, sound it in their head. This is an artwork. Even on our cards, there's this thing I write that this is not just a furniture piece, it's an artwork, and also you're saving the environment. So it's a way of sensitizing people that, see, okay, I'm buying this tire table. It might look like just tire, but I'm also contributing to the reduction of environmental pollution and health hazards in our environment. So, I think that's basically it. Getting your target market is very important. You need to, you need to know who are the people that are going to be interested in your product and just, follow through with them.
I want to say a very big thank you for coming on the show.
Do you like the video you just watched? Then you should click on the like button and move over to click on the subscribe button. Also, you should click on the bell to get notified anytime we drop amazing episodes of Tea or Coffee for you. Adios.